There we go again. Got the Yobo tool, the Cayman in the house. There you go. EDC folding knife. What? Crazy. And here's your specs right on this little band that goes around the box of the Cayman. VG10. Crazy knife. Crazy knife. G10. Liner lock. But I had it tested. Check where we had it poked a couple times. 60. Well, 59.9. Both times. On VG10, that's pretty fair. That's pretty respectable right there. So, yeah. Oh. Okay, and I have, it's all right. It could be a little sharper out of the box, by the way. But nothing you can't adjust pretty dang quick. Yeah, factory edge. Interesting. The Yobo tool. I mean, I did the Meg, and I dyed it. I got it in white G10, and then I dyed it red, and I sold it on my last table sale. I mean, they got a bunch of different models, and I noticed this one. This is titanium with M390, so kind of a different look here. For 143, and so 10% off, that'd be like $14 off. So that'd be pretty dang affordable for titanium and M390. Might have to check that out. They have all different kinds of models. There's the Cayman again. There's my Meg that remember that? I did a review on that. Look that up. It was in red, though. And then there's all these different other types of styles. The Shadow, which I just showed you in M390. But the bamboo looks kind of interesting. And so does the Silverback. So I'll probably check a few more of them out because, first of all, VG10. Not D2. There's a lot of people getting D2 burnout, and VG10s are real stainless, so that's nice. I'm not in love with this pocket clip setup like this. I don't like it like that. This will go over your pocket lip, and this is real stiff. It's pretty stiff, so it ought to hold. But I just don't like, because then there's a little spacer there, and then the screw there, and then the pocket clip. I'd rather have a pocket clip with 2 screws and get rid of the spacers. That's 2 extra parts that roll off the table, get lost in the carpet or whatever, and it's just, I don't like it. Don't like the setup, don't like the look, I don't like the aesthetics of it. But this, it comes with kind of a red anodized, and I think that's probably aluminum. And they have one like this that's got blue as well on this side, and probably the back spacer is as well. But inexpensive. I mean, 55 Pestolians. So after 10% discount on White Mountain, I mean, you're in the 40s delivered. So, okay, VG10 for in the 40s. Now, you might want to find a model whose design you really like. And I thought the Meg was nice and the action was nice. This one's a little late over the detamp ball. And the problem is then you got to kind of, the action's real nice. It's centered, no blade player lock rock, and here's your lockup. It's 30%. Fit and finish is pretty decent, and this is real grippy G10. Real grippy G10. The problem I have is, here's where your detamp ball stops it. Well, you don't have much beyond that, but what that flipper tab's going to pass your thumb up, and then you're going to meet Mr. Blade. So if you're going to do that one-handed, let it walk past you while you got the blade kind of tipped down to swing around. That way it won't swing up and hit your thumb. But other than that, the drop is fine. Backspacer, wild. We'll take it apart. You get to take a look inside, see what you think. And yes, what did they say it was? they didn't say the weight, did they? So let's throw it on the scale. 145 grams, 5.1 ounces, not terribly heavy. And, well, that's 3 3/4 inch blade, isn't it? 96 millimeters, 97 millimeters. And we're right at 8.5, which is 21.5 centimeters. Blade stock. Let's see what we got. 3 millimeter, 0.12 of an inch, and overall ½ inch, 0.51 at, should be 12.8, 12.9 maybe. Come on, 13 millimeters. Okay. You can see up here it says VG10. Other than that, do they billboard the blade up? They got nothing. Nothing. They got their logo right here. That's it. So that's not much. Ergos are reasonable. Here, finger, go in here. Okay. I mean, it works. I wouldn't say it's the most ergo comfortable knife. And you got a choil here, satin grind, but at least it was stonewashed first, so you got no edginess here. And you can see how they broke the corners really nicely. So, yes, and the pass-through is super easy to get to, so that's not a problem at all. Now, detent. That's easy. So, fairly light detent. Let me see if I can do it this way. Oh, yeah. I'd give it maybe a 3.7. That's pretty easy. Yeah. So definitely no better than a 4 on my detent scale. So it's not a real structured or tough detent, and yeah, I can push it out easy. I can fail it. But it's pretty smooth, actually. Just kind of a lazy, intuitive pull on this front angled flipper tab. Boom, kicks it right out. So whoever got the Meg, they got it, and they go, wow, it's really smooth. Nice drop. And you know what? You're right. It is pretty smooth. It'll be interesting to see inside this here in a minute. But yeah, they are smooth. And they drop real easy. They feel solid. I'm just looking for a different design. And the Meg was okay for me. And hopefully going forward, they'll come out with some other. I think that bamboo looked interesting as well. So we'll take a look. But very flat. I mean, it's not contoured or anything here. But, man, that's grippy. Nothing to brag about on the hardware. This is machined here, it looks like. But these are just button top torque screws, and they look like number 6s. So, and did they skeletonize the liners? No, they didn't do that either. Obviously, you got a big area for a lanyard. Balance points right here. Reverse grip actually feels better than forward grip. Yeah, good there. Well, we only got one place we can start taking it apart, which is on this side, so let's do that. There we go with that. Felt like there might have been some thread locker in there, and I'm sure these are number 6s. And yes, they are. Unfortunately, both my body screws they're turning both ways through the knife, so I have to stabilize it on one side. Always good to have a second driver with a T6, T8, whatever, available. Okay, here we go. And there we go. There's the inside. No, it's not skeletonized. There's your backspacer, which you can remove if you want. It's just right there. And there's where your screws from the pocket clip come through. And I'm glad I don't have to remove that because I don't want to. That's just extra parts and pieces I don't want to get involved with. But there we go. And we have bearings. Yeah, they look like ceramic bearings. So here we got it, but I mean, it looks a little discolored here. And you guys can chime in on that if you want, but I wonder if that's not from overheating. Would that be what that is? Right here. There you go, and there's your pivot and your blade stop. And I'm going to leave those alone, actually. I'm just going to build it back from this side. So, but you can see it's a D-shaped pivot. So, thank God for small favors. Absolutely. And an absolute minimum, if we can, of lube. Kick this down. Minimum there. And see if we can click it together, which not a problem. And I wonder. Let's do the pivot. Let's get that much taken care of. I'm not sure how much I want to crank down on that, but we'll figure something out. And okay, that's in. And that's not. Let's anchor this little puppy. And there we go. Centered. Nice. Oh, we got play. Okay. We still got some play. Oops, wrong side. No play now. And just like a Cayman, it wants to come around and bite me because I don't want it to get much past that flipper tab, or I think it's going to swing around and grab me. The Cayman from Yobo Tools, it's in the $40-something range. It's VG10. It's pretty hard for VG10. So there you go with that. And it's very grippy. Not my style, though, from a design standpoint. So, yeah, I'm not terribly infatuated with the knife per se from that standpoint. But as far as, you know, what it is in the price range it's competing in, okay, but there's just a lot more attractive knives out there and maybe better ergonomically So I'll keep looking. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. We love them knives. You guys stay sharp.